Hey, loves, hey, how was your day? Fresh off work, okay? And I gotta get my dinner started, but I wanted to jump on and share this with you guys because it's starting to happen more and more, right? So I need a little bit of advice. I'm talking fast too, right? Um, I need a little bit of advice and also want to share with the ones who may start crossing this path, this mark in the path. I'm losing tips. And I know I shared with you guys before that I have been learning that when you lose your tips, it's the knot they started to lock off with, right? I do feel that the hair growth and everything behind it is healthier than ever. I think I'm on a good path as far as my decisions, the way I feel about my head, the whole overall, right? But the tip started scaring me, okay? So I lost the tip today and I thought about y'all like, shit, let me get on and share this before, I clock out and into mommy world and my world, and then I'll be talking forever then. Anywho, so I saved my tip, y'all. So when I say I'm losing my tips, this is what it's looking like. This is the tip that I'm losing. So it is the very end part. Hope you guys can see that okay. When I'm losing them, I got bookmarks over my head. Bookmarks over my head. I got little pins all around my head. That's my little bookmark, right? There's a few little things that I have wanted to touch on, right? So it's not that. You hope I don't lose that. It's this one. When I'm losing my tips, this is what it's looking like. They're ending like this. This one I lost a little while ago, but I think it didn't start budding into afterwards, but it's getting thick. And then this is the one from today. That one's like a little fresh. I do think that the movement behind me losing the tips is stronger. Thick wise, as far as you can see, it looked like it's starting to bud, but I feel that it's going to start thicking me out slowly but surely. You know what I mean? The more and more that form start really coiling. Coiling, I think that's the word, y'all. The more and more start coiling around them blocks, right? So when I'm losing the tips, it does look like what I just showed you guys, right? Now, what is it starting off at when the tip actually start losing is kind of crazy too, like this one. I'm thinking that is going to be a tip eventually that I lose. Or is that a part of the little thickening that's going up and I already lost that one? Okay, this is the main one that I saved. Now this one is definitely gonna fall off. Look at that. So my question is, and that's that, I'm gonna lose that, but it's a nice length and it came since the beginning. I'm thinking, it wasn't no really length there, so it could have been a little bit longer than that part of the tip that I'm losing when I first started the journey. And I was gonna ask, could it be that I'm waiting too long for my reties to the point that I'm thin in certain spots, so I'm losing more tips? So that was one of the questions. You know what I mean? And then I had them little spots that this. It's another question. I don't have many of them, but I have a couple. I got a few of my locks that's doing this. Now, I don't know if that's the start of what they call them, the two-headed locks and stuff, but it's one more. Is that normal? Should I be going through that? Could I be missing something? Am I doing something wrong? It's not many of them, but it is that. And I keep pulling at this one too because, again, there's a lot of length that came behind the lock, but I'm losing that soon. I can tell. You know what I mean? That was the main thing I had wanted to get on and share with you guys. When I tell you, hey, I'm losing some tips, what is that tip looking like? What is the starting signs of me losing them tips? And that's when I'm seeing them little thin outs. It's confusing because it's not hell of them. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm seeing them all over my head. This one is a tip that I actually lost before. And I feel that is healthier than ever too. I feel that this one is going in the right way. I lost the little tip, the little curly pack. I lost a little curly pack of it. So I'm like, I wanted to let a lot of you guys know that losing your tips is normal. I believe it's going to happen. I still think that in the transition of hair, the tips that we actually losing was the part that was no good when we got started. That's how I feel personally. You know what I mean? Because my hair was damaged. It was damaged. Now, everything behind it, I'm satisfied with. I don't feel no thinning in my scalp. There's no thinning so far up to my head. It's mostly at the end of my locks. It's at the end, and I'm hoping, and I'm hoping y'all tell me I'm right with my theory. I'm hoping that the tips that I'm losing is actually the dead hair that I started my journey off with, and now I'm finally shedding it. Like a butterfly. You know, you shed the old shit, because she feel new. But anywho, told you I wasn't going to talk too long. I got to get my dinner on. I really wanted to just stop in, share what my tips looking like, and what y'all think. Y'all know I was gonna go left field. You heard me like, what? I wanted to jump on and just show you guys them tips again. And advice, tips for me. If I'm doing something wrong, is it something that I shouldn't be doing? Do you guys even think that me waiting beyond my 4 to 5 weeks for reties plays a part in this? Told you I just came home from work, so sides are wow because I don't think I did much with them. I'm gonna share this too. So what you guys are seeing is I've been using Eco and I've been spraying that freaking got to be glue stuff on the side to kind of hold them down for me when I'm at work. But I'm not liking that because I'm getting the residue and I'm scared that eventually I'm going to start getting built up in my locks. So don't do that. I don't know. I got to keep messing with some stuff. I know there was it's on YouTube too, Bless Hands. I believe I'm going to try that stuff because maybe I can use that and it won't cause... Live and uncut. Ooh, look. Oh, I thought that was my lash, y'all. Hey, excuse me. Bless me. Thank you. I'm getting built up. And I'm getting built up because I'm doing too much. I'm trying to lay down my little fuzz. I'm trying to lay them down and I'm putting... Eco didn't give me build up. But when I use like the Got to Be Glue and the Pro Style and all the stuff on top of it, I'm not washing my hair every day. I'm getting the build up. My locks gonna eventually get heavy. I know. And I know y'all finna tell me. I know, okay? So I am gonna stop using all that other stuff and just stick to the Eco because it didn't do that to me. I even have a lock over here behind my ear. And I know y'all, oh my goodness, I'm mad at myself for this. But I was excited. I got build up on that lock. And that's all, it's the glue. See, this side is still laying down because I ain't been fucking up, y'all, but she been trying to slick and lay and, decoy it up a little bit. I'll holler at y'all later. Have a great night, loves.